mentorship should afford us those four portals of learning. It should afford us observation, explanation,
experience, and revelation.
I tell people that we learn through 4 gateways, and this is seen in Philippians chapter 4.
Yes, sir.
It says, these things which you have seen in me, learned from me, and so on and so forth. 4 gateways of observation,
yes, sir.
explanation, experience, and then revelation.
Wow.
And you notice that when a child is born,
yes, sir,
he doesn't learn anything by explanation. You would be a fool to start trying to explain things to a little baby. No.
Yes, sir.
The first things we learn in life are by observation.
Yes, sir.
You know, the child notices that when he cries, you will give him food. So he has learned by observation. When he cries, you will put him under, a different temperature, maybe a fan, maybe an air conditioner or something.
Yes, sir.
Or maybe you bring him or her to where it is warm. So he learns by observation that do it this way, it works like that. Do it that way, it works like this. Most of the things we learn in life, our first exposure to learning and our most effective exposure in engaging with somebody else is first by observation.
Wow.
And that's also another way in which many people fail in mentorship.
Wow.
They try to mentor people by what they say, not by what they are and what they do. So it's by observation. When God brings you into a relationship of proximity and access where you can truly observe, without restriction and reservation. You can observe somebody standing as well as falling, somebody's joys as well as sorrows. Wow. It's a privilege you must celebrate and not take for granted. Wow. Mentorship, one of the big mentorship mistakes people make, also, I've still started with observation.
Observation, yes, sir.
With regards to that observation, is they assume that their mentors must be perfect. A true mentor is not modeling you after or fashioning you after himself. He should be fashioning you after the perfect one, which is Christ.
Wow.
But you are given the privilege, and I must repeat, it's a privilege. A privilege you must honor and respect, to see the person in their strengths and weaknesses, that you may learn by observation. You will learn what to do. You will also learn what not to do. You will learn that by the person's failures, the person's mistakes, and the person's weaknesses. Celebrate the opportunity to learn what you must not repeat.
Wow.
Because it's important. It's still a part of mentorship.
Wow.
So, first is we learn by observation. Then we graduate to learning by explanation. Explanation is also necessary. So mentorship is not just putting somebody alongside you and the person watches you live life. You must also begin to teach and explain and share. There are some things that observation alone will never open into other people's lives. They must be taught. I mean, I love the way that you ask me questions all the time. Daddy, how is this Bishop? How does that? What do you do when this and that and that? And I speak. You inspire me to share. You inspire me to teach. You inspire me to even think. You inspire me to ponder. And that's what
mentorship is about.
Being mentored. Yeah, that's what it's about. It should challenge me to seek solutions that I believe will be beneficial and applicable in your life. It challenges me also to open up in different things that you probably would not have known about me. So that's part of it. So you start by observation, you graduate to explanation,
just teaching,
and then after that you learn by experience. Please note that some people imagine that experience is a wonderful teacher. Experience is actually a painful teacher. Experience is a costly teacher.
Wow.
Experience is a wicked teacher, if I may say so, because it costs you a lot. And that's another benefit of mentorship. The fact that you can learn through the experiences of others. You are there to watch the consequences that happen to the person when the person did this and that. It should be able to be wisdom to you that that's not the way you should go. and so on and so forth. You should also be able to learn from the great things that happen. I celebrate the access God gave me to Pastor E. Adeboye, the redeemed of the General Overseer of the King. What touches me the most is my experience of his humility. I had to drive past, the first time I was meeting physically, I had to drive past the auditorium to get to his office. Now, when you are driving past an auditorium that is more than 1 kilometer long,
yes, sir.
and the auditorium is still there, and you know that this man fills this thing to capacity,
yes, sir,
on a regular basis, that they are now even struggling for space. It was humbling for me. And to now stand in his presence, I had the privilege, the meeting was such that I had the privilege to address, a group of men of God, which included G.O. at his invitation.
Wow.
And to have me teach and preach and him listen was also very, very humbling for me. It was just mind-boggling. But the most mind-boggling thing was his humility afterwards. When he got up from his seat during the break, sought me out, put his arms around my shoulders, and then bowed.
Wow.
And then bowed to say, "You really blessed me."
Wow.
And he preached my message to me.
Wow.
When you said this, when you said that,
wow,
it really touched me. And he was so genuinely sincere. When he bowed, I went flat on the floor. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And he could see my eyes clouding with tears. And I said, "Daddy, you are so humble." And he said to me, he said, "The higher you go in life, the more successful you become in life, the greater the demand on you to be humble. Your requirement for humility increases as God lifts you up." Man, that just shook me to my foundations, because the opposite tends to be what I see around me most of the time. The moment somebody gets a little bit more success, they get headier, they get proud,
yes, sir,
add bodyguard,
shoulder pads,
add more protocol that you don't need, you begin to carry airs and all of that. I am so blessed. His humility is intimidating.
Wow.
Intimidating, So I was able to learn from his experience. When he began to share this, I learned this way, I learned that this way. He has passed through issues so that I don't have to pass through it.
Wow.
And all of my mentors, and the mentorship relationships I have are like that. You will always have more than one mentor.
Yes,
please
sir.
don't let anybody tell you only
yes,
one person mentor.
Thank you for clarifying that.
If God's call upon your life is strategic, if it's important, if it's valuable, He will always add more than one person to you. Always.
Yes, sir.
So, you have the opportunity to learn. You will learn through your own experience too. The funny thing about life is sometimes people don't learn until adversity happens.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
It's until you go through some difficulties, some pain, some issues, then you start learning what you need to learn. What they've been telling
it forces you to learn.
It forces you to learn. You learn it by force. But a greater level of learning is to be able to learn from the experience of others.
Yes,
and that's what mentorship affords. So remember, observation, then explanation.
Yes, sir.
Then experience
and last revelation.
There are some things that only the Holy Spirit can open into your heart. It says, "Eye has not seen, ear has not heard, neither has entered into the heart of man the things that God has prepared for those that love Him, but God has revealed them by His Spirit." So revelation is a work of the Spirit in a man's heart.
Wow.
You will know. There are some things you are in a mentorship situation that even your mentor does not know, but the Lord will show you by revelation. And you may not be able to explain it, you just know it. Sometimes you need to come to terms with revelation is not in the mind, it's in the heart. So a person who is used to living his life in the mind will be a person that is not given to revelation.
Wow.
God doesn't cast godly pearls before swine. It starts in the heart, and then it feeds the mind.
Wow.
And then we can understand and comprehend and be able to know its ramifications. So mentorship should afford us those 4 portals of learning. It should afford us observation, explanation,
experience, and revelation.
Hey, and thank you for watching this episode of Motivitality. I believe you have been inspired. If you have, can you share this message with someone right away? And if you're saying, Dr. Sam, I love this message, would you please come bring this message to my church, my corporate organization, or that event I'm putting together? All you have to do right now is go to samuelekundayo.com/speaking, the link on your screen right now, and you'll be able to book me for that event of yours anywhere all over the world. And by the grace of God, I'll do my best to be there. Thank you once again for watching this episode. God bless you, and bye now.